What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to some more Starfield here. So we're going to continue on now where we left off here. So unfortunately, Barrett 50 cal was killed. It's just Barrett. He got killed in the last one. We've lost our first member and my pretty much partner in crime. He's now gone, so I've replaced him with wherever the other. There he is. Anyway, so we didn't actually have to travel to another planet. Literally, we're just over here to talk to this priest. Literally just one from one side to the other over here.
Yes, exactly. It's like...
Keeper Aquilus, can we have a moment?
I'm really glad I
Oh,
can talk to you
Mateo.
when I need to.
It's been too long. How are your parents? Your mother still struggling with that azalea garden?
No, she figured that out a while ago. Had to adjust the pH levels in the soil. But, Keeper, I didn't come to catch up.
Oh. Well, what's on both your minds? Oh. Yeah. How humanity comes together. How we are to love each other even as our universe becomes even more complex.
That's not exactly what we mean. Keeper, when you talk about unity, well, does it mean anything else? Something secret?
Perhaps you should talk about this inside. Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that brought you two here?
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmonic sequencing, unidentifiable energy fluctuations.
I caught half of that. So, these things are unusual? Even in your experience? There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. Beyond rational thought, we enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no way of knowing who we will become, and yet the risk is made anyway. So you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. And it's brought you here. I think I can. If you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer, I can give you a path to discovering its meaning. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum, of someone who walked the settled systems and saw every corner of it. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. I always thought of it as just a parable for trying to bring humanity together, but maybe it's more. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment and the enigmatic cult of the Varun, and he gave them each a part of the truth. Then he goes to his final resting place to live out the rest of his days in contemplation of infinitum addendum, his addition or contribution to the infinite. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code, a way of finding the pilgrim again, or at least his grave? Yes, something must be there. I just can't put my finger on it. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The House of Enlightenment and Varun have versions of this story. The enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis, helping the poorest citizens find a better life for themselves. Varun worshippers are more enigmatic, But there is a lone zealot that was captured recently for attacking UC ships. I visited her a couple of times. Hopefully, she'll be willing to talk to you as well.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And I wouldn't mind asking him a few more questions.
You gotta drop some of that.
Maybe the more stuff I drop, the less stamina I use. So one of them's right here on oh my god, please stop. HDMI is really annoying. Please stop. This is something that just doesn't need to exist. For some reason it does. Could you get out of my way?
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Don't worry, we're doing everything we can. Oh, we're not. Sorry. Can I help you?
It's actually important, as strange as that may seem.
Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim, but...
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Unfortunately, I just ran out of space on my computer, so I just had to move some stuff, so I should have enough room now to do the rest of this episode. I do apologize for that. Let's continue on.
Since you both insist, our early records are mostly administrative. humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. It's the closest thing I have to what Aquilus is describing. A man walks into the first House of Enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? That second person might disagree. Isn't the problem of two what you're really looking for? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. All of human effort is a story of cooperation pushing us forward. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. There was a little more hesitation being openly atheist in the early days. I think they were experimenting with writing their own scripture. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the records of the Drifter end, you never see anything like it again. Always happy to help. If you'll excuse me, I've got a lot of aid efforts to coordinate.
Okay, spoke to him. Okay.
Better we get it than someone else.
Oh, there's someone dead on the floor.
Cora likes throwing stones into the pond. Or she did. God, that was ages ago.
You are out there a lot, right? In space. Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing. Even the Crimson Fleet doesn't turn.
A visitor? I have all the company I need. He knows not the truth. He sends another to ask more incessant questions.
I never can make heads or tails of these guys.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. He will entwine the universe, and all but the faithful will be made as dust. That is the truth. No more, no less.
It would be really helpful if you told us about it. If that even matters in the slightest to you.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. I will tell you what I told him, and then you will leave me. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. He gives false prophecy to Jinan. But such is Jinan's conviction in the Great Serpent, he does not hesitate. He cuts the unbeliever down. But the unbeliever returns. Jinan realizes the Great Serpent is testing him, and he will not be found wanting. 4 times they fight. Over 100 the planet they are on. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. Remember these 120 rotations. But Jinan knows this is blasphemy, and delivers the killing blow. That is all. Then we are done. Leave me.
Oh, okay.
You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion. I'm surprised I've yet to see the inside of a security office. Here's over the street continues.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck off. Do you know how annoying that is? Like, the fucking blinking with the HDMI is one thing. But when it blue screens, it's so irritating. I know this sounds like a first world problem, because it is. But I have to get up, take out the HDMI out of the TV, and then put it back in again. Just don't do it. Don't do it at all. Just don't. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Just done it twice in a row. I saw more black screen in the last 2 seconds than I actually saw gameplay. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. There's no excuse for why it does that. It ruins the experience for me personally, not for you. Thank goodness. It doesn't ruin it for everybody involved, but fucking hell, man. It's annoying. Especially, and it's very fucking annoying when you're in a combat situation.
Wow, you look completely different.
It's me.
I feel underdressed.
Yeah, I don't know why they said that.
Oh my god.
Galbank. Can you smell the rampant capitalism?
Hey, I'm just seeing more black screen than gameplay right now. This is outrageous. Luckily I'm not in combat, because if I was in combat I'd be fucked right now. I cannot see. I've got to keep an eye on my bloody stamina bar as well, and I can't fucking... Like, it's unacceptable that there's no...
Oh, you're back. What did you learn? Was there something hidden in their stories, like we thought? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. What else did you learn? Planets are often named by number. That second might mean the second planet in the system. Was there anything else?
I can barely see what's going on.
If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do sound awfully like coordinates. Now, what else? Yes, what he added to infinity. Maybe that points to a name. If we're looking for his resting place, we'd need to know the name of the star system, wouldn't we? Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Something that could point to a planet in the system. But what's the name of the system? Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? No systems named finite or add. That just leaves in and dumb. Well, that's certainly how I feel.
I can't see. They make that black screen for about 3 seconds.
Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find the true meaning of unity. Before you go, you've now spoken to many different perspectives in our universe. In a way, you'll be carrying their philosophies with you on this journey. I know you're looking for a specific unity, but if you had to guess what it was, what interpretation would you give it? But what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force that brings things together. Should that be sanctified? And so you think this word unity describes a similar miracle? The processes of the universe are all in accordance with some greater intent.
This is all a bit above my pay grade.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. This has been fun, I have to admit. Go, find your truth.
I could really bend your ear when you got a moment.
Mate, this is relentless, and this is actually really fucking annoying. I know I keep going on about it, but it's genuinely ruining things for me. I've been seeing more black screen than I have actually been seeing the fucking gameplay, which is something that should not happen. Alright, anyway, right. Well, I'm gonna end this episode before I fucking blow a fuse, but I'm gonna have to deal with it in the next video as well. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.